Governor, let me just stay with you here. Someone that has dealt with big budgets before and big numbers. How would a shutdown impact how the U.S. economy is viewed? How damaging could this be?
It could be very damaging if it goes on for a while. I think we are the currency of the world, as it were, and that probably won't change yet. But if we keep doing this, it will. There's a big difference between the last shutdown and this shutdown, and in terms of other currencies becoming more and more worldwide accepted on a worldwide basis. It's probably not the yuan yet, but certainly the euro. And so this is going to be very damaging in the long term. And it's just a product of our division. It's a product of people being felt left behind. It's a problem of one party playing on grievance politics. And, I basically think the platform of the Republican Party is hate and anger, and it's a pretty successful platform right now.
Doctor, when you think about the furloughs that would take place, the impact on FDA, EPA activities on food and water safety, what type of suspension of those operations would consumers also be rights to perhaps curtail some of their activity, or perhaps just be more cognizant of where they are spending, where they are consuming, and making sure that, not to kind of be fear-mongering here, but still recognizing what the real absence of some of those hazard investigations boards would mean?
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, because again, I think, it's not a joke to shut down the government. But political posturing has real impact on real people, and both FDA and EPA have said that having to furlough their staff, right? The FDA is going to furlough 1/5 of their staff by Sunday. The EPA has said that they won't be able to take on and review new investigations for permits under the Clean Water Act or Clean Air Act. As you mentioned, the Chemical Safety and Hazard Board will suspend open investigations. All of this has an impact on our health. The other thing that I wanted to mention that's up at September 30th that is also contentious and potentially has an impact on public health is I work on specifically pandemic preparedness, and the pandemic preparedness and All Hazards Authorization Act, the PAPA Reauthorization Act, is also up on September 30th. And the things that would be affected if parts of it are allowed to expire are hospital preparedness. And here we are at the end of a really long public health emergency. The question is, have we not learned a lesson to continue to try to invest in these things and to ensure that there's continuity so that we're prepared for any new threats that come along?
All right, really appreciate the perspective and insights from you both. Howard Dean, former governor of Vermont, and Dr. Nahid Bhadelia, who is the founding director at Boston University's Center for Emerging Infectious Diseases Policy and Research. Thank you so much.
Thank you.